Hey everyone, this is Ty and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate your time today very much. Thanks for stopping in. All right, as you can tell by the title of this video, what we're going to be talking about today is Harley Davidson motorcycles. Specifically, some of the information that I have seen since the 2022 lineup. Now, this is not going to be a video where we're talking about the different type of motorcycles, but we're going to be talking about the motorcycle community's response to the 2022 lineup. So let's see if we can jump right into that. Now, one of the things that I have noticed, it seems to me that the motovlogging community seems to be pretty receptive about the 22 lineup. It seems like that most of the other motovloggers that I have spoken with and seen feedback on, seems to give Harley a thumbs up. They're making some changes. They're doing some good things. Now, it's not that way with everybody, but I said most motovloggers, right? I mean, nobody's going to agree 100% on everything. We've got to have difference of opinion. That's what makes things entertaining and fun. But as far as things that I've seen in Facebook groups and forums and that type of thing, man, people are really giving Harley Davidson a hard time. And one of the things that just bewilders me is because the people that are giving Harley Davidson such a hard time for what they're doing with their motorcycles seem to be people who are riding Harley Davidsons. So it's odd. It's really odd. I've been thinking about this. I don't think I have identified, or I can think of another consumer group that invests so much time, energy, effort, and money, for that matter, into a product and yet talks so much smack about it.
Hey, Gilmore, you suck, you jackass.
I mean, it's like, it doesn't matter what Harley Davidson does, they're never going to be able to get it right. They're never going to be able to please these people, no matter what they do. The motorcycle community, starts chanting, "We want change, Harley." Well, Harley brings the change, and then they say, "Oh, no, that's not the change that we wanted. We wanted A, B, and C, and D. We would like to see some new paint schemes, Harley. I mean, you're always using the same old. Can you do something else for us?" Harley does that. Well, that's not what we wanted. This one particular color, you guys used that, 2 decades ago or something. And they just bellyache about it and go on and on and on. And it's just odd to me, that we would spend so much time on a motorcycle and identify ourselves with a particular brand of motorcycle, and then it's just so much smack talk. Personally, I don't think I get it. So it's like I said, just about every time I read something on a Facebook group or watch something in a video, somebody's complaining that Harley didn't do something to their specifications, or Harley didn't do something right. They could do it so much better. So here's my challenge to those individuals. Do it.
Do it!
Do it.
Just
if you think that you can design, build, manufacture, and promote and ship out motorcycles better than Harley Davidson, just go for it, my friend. Now, I'm not saying there's something wrong with a corporation listening to its consumers. Absolutely, that's a great thing. Feedback is a great thing. Corporations can change what they're manufacturing and make it more appealing to the masses. But I'm just talking about people bellyaching and complaining for the sake of bellyaching and complaining with so many unsubstantiated claims. Some of it is just absolutely laughable. Let me ask you guys a question, and I'd like to read your comments below. At least this is my subjective opinion, and I think it's fair. I think it's fair that nobody builds motorcycles like Harley Davidson. Nobody does it quite like Harley Davidson does. Now, I'm not saying Harley Davidson is perfect. Of course, I have my complaints and criticisms just like everybody else, but for the most part they're minimal, and for the most part it's no big deal type of thing. Now let's talk about something that is a legitimate gripe from me, okay? Let's just go ahead and get this out in the open, and that's this MSRP thing. You know, I was over at White Lightning Harley Davidson a couple of days ago, and I was talking to the GM over there, and he was telling me these stories about some of these dealerships selling these motorcycles at these crazy overinflated, you know, $7,000, $8,000, sometimes $10,000 beyond MSRP pricing. And one of the great things I love about Sean over there at White Lightning Harley Davidson is, you know, he told me, he said, you know, I absolutely refuse to sell motorcycles that way. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that to my customer base. And you know what? He's absolutely right, because you might get a couple of sales here and there, and you might make some extra money, you know, no doubt, but you are going to destroy your long-term customer base, and then they're not going to want to buy motorcycles from you. And I told him, I was like, Sean, I'm so glad to hear you say that, because in years to come, I want to continue to buy motorcycles from you and from this dealership. And that's just great, because I want to work with somebody who is good and honest about doing business. So that last comment reminds me of something. I've got a whole tour pack back there full of t-shirts and goodies that I need to drop off at White Lightning. So I think I'm going to head over there right now and get these dropped off to the crew over there, and let them know that I appreciate them and appreciate their time. And if you've got a Harley Davidson dealership near you, your local dealership, and they're good to you, let them know. With all the complaining that people do, it sure is good to hear sometimes that you're doing a good job. Well, thank you guys very much for taking your time today and listening to me kind of get on my soapbox and bellyache and do a little bit of complaining of my own. So thanks for your time. I appreciate that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. That would just be awesome. I hope you guys have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you again soon.